be fun to see it that way. As often with every year, we get different suggestions from the crowd, from the fans, on the website, the emails, all the ideas about how they think it should look. And we listen to those and we come up with our own ideas. So that's a great idea. And it leads me to kind of to the main purpose of Zozobra. No matter what he looks like, the Kiwanis Club of Santa Fe and the Santa Fe Downtown Kiwanis Foundation, we get to raise money for children. And that's the main reason I'm here. I love fire, I loved it as a child, I love the idea of Zozobra. Once I got involved with the Kiwanis Club, I found out what we did with the money, and that was to raise money for children and the youth of this community. And it's that spirit of the artistry, the fire in art that Schuster wanted for the city to have, the gathering of the community, but more importantly for the future, money for the children.
Yeah, and I'm also a Kiwanian, so I have a vague idea of what the Kiwanis clubs do and how involved they are with the community and with kids in the community, because that's the primary focus of Kiwanis clubs as a service organization. How much money do you raise annually for the Kiwanis Club Foundation from Zozobra, from burning of Zozobra?
Last year, the burning of Zozobra netted over $210,000, I believe. Grossed, excuse me, and
that's a pretty good net.
Our production costs are in the neighborhood of somewhere between $40,000 and $45,000. So that's a good chunk of money, and we fund in any given year 16 scholarships, because each year we give out 4 scholarships at a time, and kids go to college for 4 years. So you're looking at 16 scholarships per year in any given year, as well as money that goes toward our permanent foundation, our endowment, that will fund larger college scholarships in the future, and other organizations that are nonprofits like Partners in Education, the Salvation Army, their programs for children, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Girls Inc. Some of these really worthy nonprofits that help the children. Fine arts for children, programs with art and education for children.
The number of people who can come to watch the burning of Zozobra is pretty much maxed out. When you look at the size of Major Field and Port Marcy Park, last year or the year before, I don't remember, John Danko, as chief of police, estimated somewhere around 45,000 people were here. You can't shove another human body in this place. What do you do about that? Do you just leave it at that? Does it stay here at Majors Field? Have you looked at moving Zozobra to a larger place?
That kind of talk comes up every year, especially after years where we do push the crowd a bit. And we have found out that we can safely to capacity have 55 to 60,000 people by way of the fire marshal in this venue. My estimates of the crowd last year were closer to 28,000.
Really?
Even with the volunteers and stuff. Our gate take, our tickets, our sneak-ins, our volunteers, our personnel that help and are paid. We're looking at about 28,000 last year, and our ticket sales bear that out. Zozobra has always been burned down here. Historically, it's a folk art object that belongs historically in this venue, on these steps, on this altar, if you will, that was created by unknown people sometime in 1937, for those 1937, 38, 39 burns that were done here for the first time. And you know, we look at ways to cull the crowd in some ways, that we maybe want to have less people in here for a safer venue. But in any given year, there's the people that always come, the people that come once and never come again, the people that don't get back for 10 years. And we just hope for the future that we're always able to have it here. And we'll plan for it on that year, perhaps, that we do get 55, 60,000 people. We don't want to turn anybody away. We have contingency plans in place where we would hold people at the bridges past 8 o'clock if it did get too packed. On a night like tonight, I think the rain is scaring a lot of people away.
I'm sure.
And they're going to stay home. So there's going to be plenty of walking room in here. We're still going to run a $45,000 production. Hope we break even. Hope that we make money for the community, for the children. But in every given year, we play it year by year.
Yeah, and that's something to remember, folks. You can always bring an umbrella down here. Wear a raincoat. Don't bring booze. Don't bring any beer. Don't bring any of that stuff down here. There are plenty of soft drinks and food you can get here at Majors Field. But please do come down. Enjoy the in-person experience of the burning of Zozobra, which is something you'll never see anyplace else. This has been called, Ray, the biggest pagan festival in North America, which it is. And as a matter of fact, it was, Will Schuster himself said it was a tribute to paganism, which is part of the fun of it. They have had, copycat kind of events. The Burning Man Festival out in the desert someplace in Arizona or Utah, Nevada. There's only one Zozobra. And I've got to take my hat off, if I were wearing it, thank you, Jeff, I'll take it, to all of those people who have put so much effort into the burning of Zozobra this year. How many people do you have on the crew?
There's our organization of our club, our Kiwanis Club, is 70 individuals.
Right.
Out of those 70, there's about 60 that can be here in force tonight. Other elderly in bad health staying home, and another 40 Kiwanians from around other clubs in the New Mexico area. Mm-hmm. We also have our contingency of key clubs from the Santa Fe Indian School Key Club, the Santa Fe High School Key Club. Joining us for the first time this year is the La Cueva High School Key Club, and the Kiwanis clubs from different places. So volunteers 300, paid help in the neighborhood of 400.
Now those are the security staff.
Security, and that sort of the videographers, the vendors, our Santa Fe's finest, the police department, the paramedics, the city of Santa Fe. Without the city of Santa Fe, Parks and Recreation Department, the streets, all those divisions, we couldn't get this done.
Yeah, and the one thing that I've noticed is that the flow in and out of here, even though there are that many people, is generally pretty good. There are always traffic tie-ups trying to get in. There are always traffic tie-ups trying to get out of here. Don't forget, you can also take the buses. They've got Santa Fe Trails buses running from the south side of Santa Fe. They have the All Aboard America buses running from the Vargas Mall. You can always get here that way and avoid all the hassles. But you really need to come. What is it, 10 bucks?
10 bucks at the gate. It's an amazing show. The
cheapest
fireworks,
entertainment in town.
the fire performance we have tonight, the musicians. We've got Alex Marial going on at 7:30, and we've got a DJ playing after the burn to keep people in the park, ease the egress. We have all kinds of food vendors in here in the field this year for food. Bring it back to the festival that it used to be when it went to the plaza after the burning of Zozobra.
Oh, I remember that well.
Yes.
The other thing to remember, folks, is, again, don't bring booze down here. Don't try to sneak it in, because it's not going to do you any good. The Santa Fe Police Department and the Sheriff's Department are out here in force, and they are paying attention. Ray, thanks very much. Obviously, prior or early congratulations on another excellent year.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you. Ray Valdez with Santa Fe, or Kiwanis Club. We'll be back with more on the burning of Zozobra in this 2003. Please stay with us on Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8.
Sí, bueno. Ay, qué laureles tan verdes y qué rosas tan encendidas. Si piensas abandonarme, mejor quítame la vida. Alza los ojos a verme si no estás comprometido. Eres mata de algodón que vives en el capullo. Ay, qué tristeza me da de ver a mi corazón enredado con el tuyo. Ay, 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 y arriba Santa Fe, sí señor, y arriba la fiesta. Eres rosa de Castilla, y Thank you.
Good evening, Santa Fe, and welcome back to our live broadcast of the 79th burning of Zozobra. We're going to be talking with Mark Aragon, who is an employee of the City of Santa Fe. The City of Santa Fe works very, very hard, and I know that for having been there for the city for about 8 years and being involved in some of the things. But they work incredibly hard getting Santa Fe ready for Fiesta. So while we're out celebrating and having a great time and enjoying the fiestas, City of Santa Fe people and our employees are working really, really hard. So, Mark, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Mark, tell me, you've been with the City of Santa Fe for how long?
10 years now. This will be my 10th Zozobra and Fiestas.
10th Zozobra and Fiestas. So you, as soon as you started with the city, they put you out here?
Yes, they did. Yes, they've had me busy ever since. No rest.
No rest. That's my dad said. No rest for the wicked. So Santa Fe must be really bad. Maybe is that why we have Zozobra or something? So
yes, and it's got to get rid of all the gloom
and
for
all
the past
that
year.
That sounds. Well, Mark, tell me, what do you do? You're the chief electrician for the City of Santa Fe?
Yes, I'm in charge of the electrical department with the parks department, and our job is just to maintain all the electrical needs for all the events throughout the year.
Wow. So tell me, what do you all do to prepare for fiestas?
Well, actually, we started about a month ago. It takes a good 4 weeks to get prepared, and since we have events all summer, it keeps us really busy.
Yeah.
And then when this hits, we're in a rush.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a lot of work, but we have good personnel. Everybody knows what they're doing, and it's very demanding, but we have some, like I said, very excellent personnel.
Yeah, I know you do. Having been there for so long, and actually I miss a lot of people there. I mean, it's a really good place to work, but I know that summers are incredibly demanding for you guys. You have 13 special events throughout the summer? Is that what it is now, or more?
I really lost count, but I believe there's at least 13 to 15.
13 to 15?
We count them all.
So weekends and stuff, I mean, there's just, no, it doesn't stop.
And it never ends, no. We're busy every weekend. We have crews working late shifts, overtime on the weekends, holidays. So it's very demanding this time of year, and it's hard to really take any type of vacation because this is the time that we have to
Everybody
work.
schedules things around the work because that's what we do. The city expects the events and they want things to go smoothly, and so you guys have to work really hard. So you guys worked starting about 4 weeks ago. What are some of the things that you have to do?
Well, to tell you the truth, we have crews that work out on the outskirts of the Fort Marcy area, the downtown area, getting prepared, grooming, cleaning, trimming, removing solid waste, shrubs, several things, getting the grass prepared here, painting.
The grass looks great too.
And then I have to maintain all the electricals, so I have to make sure that all the security lighting throughout the downtown area and Fort Marcy area is working correctly.
Yeah.
And that involves help with P&M, helps me.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And I have a really good crew and a good staff, and it keeps us really busy.
Yeah. Well, that sounds really exciting. So tell me a little bit about your, you started with the city, and so Fiesta's 10 years ago. But what about your first remembrances of Fiesta, living in Santa Fe, and just coming when you didn't have to work so hard?
I think my first Zozobra was probably like in 1989 or 90, and I'd heard about it since I was young because I'm from Albuquerque, but I never attended. I never knew what it was about. Yeah. And the first time I was here, I was really surprised by all the people that show up, the enthusiasm by everybody. It's a really great celebration.
Yeah, it really is. It is. It's a lot of fun, and it's even when you're working. I mean, do you guys have fun working, or is it just kind of a drag?
Well, you know, we don't look forward to it too much because of all the work, but once it's like now, you know, it feels good.
Yeah.
Because we accomplished something. Everybody has a good time, and you know, the main concern is just safety. Everybody having a good time, and enjoying themselves.
Well, that sounds great. Mark, thank you so much for joining us tonight and telling us. You know, I think people just so many times we take things for granted. We take with the employees and the people and all the hard work that goes into making Fiesta just enjoyable for everybody. I mean, we have employees throughout the city of Santa Fe. I mean, all of our businesses downtown, you know, I mean, it puts, you know, I mean, it's good. I mean, business is always good, and we're always, you know, welcoming visitors. But it just makes, you know, all of us that live here and the people that work here, work really hard to make it an enjoyable occasion. And we're going to be talking with Chief Lennon in a little while. We'll talk about the police force and what they do. And we'll also talk with the Santa Fe Fiesta Council and all the preparation that they put in for bringing fiestas and Zozobra to you. So, Mark, thanks again for joining us, and thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you for having me, and I'd like to say thanks to all the departments within the city for a good job. Well done.
That sounds great. Thanks. We can't forget everybody. It would be wonderful if we could list them all because there's so many of them. But again, thank you to the city of Santa Fe and all the people throughout the city that work to make Santa Fe a great place and fiestas even more enjoyable. I think we're... Que viva!
Excuse me. Que viva! Viva la fiesta!
Viva la fiesta! We're going to go back to the stage, see some live music, and we'll be back shortly.
Una vez más. Pero bueno, y volver, volver, volver a tus brazos otra vez. Tú te hasta donde estés, yo sé perder, quiero volver, volver, volver. Muchas gracias y que viva la fiesta. ¿Qué les parece, eh? Bueno, pues vamos con algo muy alegre para todos ustedes. Con esto que dice el son de la negra, ¿eh? Sí, échale.
Good evening again. This is Mark Bentley, and I'm sitting here under the tent where, by the way, it stopped raining. It's cool. It's a little breezy. It's an absolutely gorgeous evening, so I strongly recommend that you gather together your blanket and your family and a jacket and come down to Fort Marcy Park and Majors Field and enjoy the 79th burning of Old Man Gloom Zozobra. I'm here under a tent where it's dry, at least at the moment, with David Pfeffer, Santa Fe City Councilor. Hi, David.
Well, good evening, Mark.
This is an odd thing. I normally talk to you on the radio at the crack of dawn in the morning, so I don't see your...
Now they know what both of us look like.
That's a scary thought, trust
Which one
me.
of us is in more trouble?
I'm not sure which. David, you're in what, your first term, second term?
This is my first term, about a year and a half or so in.
That's right, it is
So
only
I've got
that
about
long.
2.5 years to
Boy,
go.
it seems a lot longer than that, David.
Let's not go there. Well, that's what that Old Man Gloom is here for tonight. We'll be able to take, and it's official now. He's over there. We've seen him. He has been spotted. He looks a little thin this year.
Well, he's been hanging there all day. So.
I know. Maybe what's happened is that his final meal, they didn't feed him very much.
No, I don't think so. They did rebrace him because he's probably carrying several hundred pounds more weight because of water.
Well, I have a hunch that that's
water
not
weight.
going to affect the quality. We could use that water, by the way.
Oh, tell me.
That's not going to affect the quality of his demise, however, because that Zozobra is loaded with fireworks.
Yeah.
And he's ready to cook.
Have you put anything in Old Man Gloom this year to get rid of?
In a spiritual sense, yes. Yes, I have in a spiritual sense.
Dare I ask what?
Well, let's see. There have been certain council decisions that did not go the way God intended them to. Well, all right, maybe not God, but at least
You aren't quite that elevated,
we were
David.
not quite that elevated. But anyway, there are a few things that I'd like to, I'd like to see Zozobra burn up all the negativity, all the nastiness, all the negative stuff, all the complaining, and all of that stuff. Well, people have a right to complain, but
Actually, David, those are very good thoughts, but that is very utopian, and
Utopian.
I suspect that it's probably not going to happen, even if...
okay, take
even
my old
if
car and
Man
get me a
Gloom-
new one. Would that help? I mean, we could burn that up.
Well, I'm not sure it
It's
would
getting
burn.
close.
That's the whole idea behind Zozobra, is to get rid of the sadness and the
That's right.
anxiety and the angst every year and start fresh. How long have you been coming to Zozobra?
Oh, it seems like since I first arrived here 25, 26, 27 years ago.
So you've seen a lot of changes in him.
Well, I've seen I've seen fiestas go from Labor Day weekend
Right.
to the weekend after Labor Day, and that was because of motorcycle gangs were making some serious problems for us.
That's right.
And then I saw
Well, serious enough there was a murder.
That's right. And there was some pretty ugly behavior that we don't need here. And then we've seen Zozobra go from Friday night with crowds of 50,000 plus people, where we all used to, let's stroll on down to the plaza after Zozobra. So I and my family and 50,000 other people would stroll on down to the plaza after Zozobra. You couldn't move, but it
And
was a
dance
nice
on
walk.
the streets.
If you could move.
Right.
And then now we're on Thursday night, so the crowd is thinner. But don't let the rain get to you. The rain, it's not raining here now. There are a lot of people coming in, and you can park downtown somewhere, or you can park off of downtown somewhere, and you can come in here and you can put all that negativity that you don't want to hear anymore, you can put it right on Old Man Gloom. And I think he's been read as death sentence. Hasn't he been read as has
Yes,
that happened?
Actually, I believe it has.
I think it's happened.
The other thing that you should remember is you can take the Santa Fe Trails buses, regular bus fares. What are they, $50 a ride now? Is that what you raised them to?
This is some of the negativity you're going to see go up in smoke tonight. We have a public bus system in a small town we're proud of. We're proud of both
And
the
well
small
should
town
be.
and the public bus system. I
And
think
well
it's
should
$1 from Via Linda Mall.
Okay.
You can get on the bus regular fare. It'll bring you downtown, and you'll be able to come on up to Zozobra.
Or you can go to the Vargas Mall and free
That's right.
ride All Aboard America, the ones who are doing the shuttle routes,
That's right.
over to Fort Marcy Park, Majors Field. So you don't have to worry about where you're going to park your car and how you're going to get back. Do strongly recommend that you come here tonight, though.
Oh yeah, if you come tomorrow night, you can help with the cleanup, but there won't be any Zozobra.
No. And I would also point out, David, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Santa Fe Beautiful is out here, and they're doing a yeoman's
Yes,
job in
they
making
are.
sure there are trash bags and there's cleanup here.
And if you want to help, they'll give you a trash bag to help with.
They will. What if seriously though, if you put something into Zozobra,
Yeah.
what would it be?
I would honestly like to see a more. I would hope that we'd be able to get rid of the naysaying, the no, the you can't do that. We have an awful lot going for us in this community and in northern New Mexico, and there's
we do.
so much positive stuff. People come from all over the world just to stay here for 2 or 3 days. And but whenever we try to make something or do something new or change something a little bit, it becomes a big battle. And I would want to put the battles into Zozobra, and maybe we could all, if I had my wishes, you can't change anybody. I can't change anybody. It's a hard time changing myself. But just, if we had a positive attitude about this and what we were doing and the family life that we have here, and this for the kids. My daughter came from California to come back here for tonight, to be here at Zozobra. She missed it once in her life, and that was last year, and I'll bet she never makes the same mistake. This is a
I hope not.
unique, wonderful tradition we have, these fiestas, that is, people come from all over the world, and I think we have a reason to be proud and positive, and the kids have a fabulous time. They do a little growing up around this weekend. It's safer. You know, we want everybody to be safe. It's
Right.
safer than it's been in the past, but the spirit is still here. You can feel the tension out there on the field, folks. You can feel the tension. But it's better if you come down here than if you don't.
Well, it's a good thing David Pfeffer's an architect and a city councilor and not in broadcasting.
I'll leave that to you. You're the professional.
David, thanks very much
My
for joining
pleasure.
us. Enjoy the 79th burning of Zozobra, the greatest pagan rite in North America.
Absolutely. And how does he take it? 79 times every year. He just burns right up.
I know, but he keeps coming back for more.
I know. We've got to do something about that.
No, we don't. He needs to keep coming back for more.
Well, then we'll take care of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Mark.
it. Have fun.
Happy Fiestas.
Happy Fiestas to you. David Pfeffer, Santa Fe City Councilor, with us as we are broadcasting live from Majors Field at Fort Marcy Park in Santa Fe for the 79th burning of Will Schuster Zozobra. It's a Kiwanis Club of Santa Fe event, downtown Kiwanis Club of Santa Fe event. It costs $10 to get in, and the whole idea is to raise money for the kids and have a blast. Come on down and join us.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. 'Cause baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder. Today was gonna be the day they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there were blinding. There are many things that I like to say to you, but I don't know how. 'Cause baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder why. Said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder why. Thank you. see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girl dressed in their summer coat. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars, they're all painted black. Flowers and my love both never to go back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself, see my heart is black. I see my red door and I want it painted black. And I have to paint it black. Oh, baby, it just happens every day. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, with me until the morning comes. See a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I have to turn them back. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. It just happens every day.
Well, welcome back. I'm Mark Bentley, along with...
I'm Cindy Padilla. It's good to be here again, our third year, Mark. I know you have several years on me, but it's good to be back.
In more ways than one, yeah.
Not too many.
I think this is my 7th or 8th year that I've done the coverage with Santa Fe Community TV.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity I greatly appreciate, and I want to thank all the people at Santa Fe Community Television for allowing us to be here tonight to do this. And of course, we really need to thank all of you for being in front of your television sets watching this.
It's, you know, and I think that's the best part about it. It's like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's so wonderful that there are so many people out there that take advantage of our community access,
You bet.
know, and our cable access, because they, you know, I see them on Friday afternoon, you know, we're walking around La Fonda and they're saying, hey, Cindy, we saw you again, you know, and
Yep.
it's so nice because people can enjoy Zozobra, and, you know, if they don't want to come down and, you know, they want to have a party at home, you know, John and Joyce, and you
What a
guys are
concept.
there. Yeah, you know, or they're staying at home and they're watching, or, you know, some of our buddies at El Farol, I know David Salazar was co-hosting last year, and they're
Yep.
probably out there, you know, watching again and
Well, I
having
hope he
that
is.
all over, you know. So it's just great that we have the opportunity to be able to watch Zozobra from your home or from your favorite, you know, establishment or some kind of party, just to be with your friends and your family, and, you know, that really is what Fiesta is all about. So
Yeah, well, Fiestas is really a religious event that was started in 1712, actually. It was promised in 1692, but it started in 1712 and has been running ever since. This is some say, the longest running party in North America.
well, and, you know, and it does start, and the neat thing, though, I mean, it is a party and it's a celebration,
Yep.
but, you know, we haven't lost, you know, what it signifies and the historic place that it has, you know, in our culture and everything that goes along with it. And I know that, you know, people are working, I mean, just today they were talking about having the story correct, you know, and doing, you know, making
That's
the
right.
story right for all of our history
right.
and all of the cultures that are part of northern New Mexico. So, I mean, I think it's wonderful that we're able to keep that alive. And, you know, I mean, it's about being with your friends and your family. And but you know what? We have some special guests.
They can tell us all about the history. Donde the Vargas and La Reina are here, and we would like to invite them over to talk with them.
So
stick around. We're going to come back in just a couple of minutes with Donde the Vargas and La Reina
and the president of the Fiesta Council. So we'll be right back.
Michael, as soon as you're ready, if you're acoustic, we'll be in there. Just get that song right. That's kind of rush to it. I've got it out here. Yeah, go ahead. 1, 2, check. How's that water? 1, 2, number 1. 1, 2, that's good. 1, 2, check. All right. Would you sing my brother was on. Su memoria, su memoria. Hey Miguel, are you recording this? Unfortunately not. Hello Santa Fe out there, how you doing? Woo! Woo! Thanks for coming out tonight. It's a great evening. 79th Burning of Zozobra. Santa Fe Kiwanis Club welcomes you. Enjoy Manzanares.
Welcome back, and as promised, here we have our very special guest. We have the president of the Santa Fe Fiesta Council, our La Reina de Fiesta, Michelle Padilla, and our Don Diego de Vargas. So let me start with the president of our Fiesta Council, Mr. Fernandez, Rudy Fernandez. Tell me about being on the Fiesta Council and what that means to you and everything that you want to say about Fiesta.
Well, you know, what being on the Fiesta Council to me is keeping our traditions and our culture alive. It's very important to me, and that's why I devote so much time to the Fiesta Council. I belong to the Fiesta Council since 1981, but I've been involved with the Fiesta since 1961 when I was a padre in the first cuadrilla.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then in 1968, I portrayed the role of Don Diego de Vargas myself.
Oh, that's exciting. So 1961, you started with the Fiesta Council.
That's right.
Working on and just being a participant. And then in the early 80s, you started on the Fiesta Council, being an active participant in organizing,
That's right.
pulling people together. How much time do you have to put into this?
We start right after the Fiesta is over. We start immediately organizing for next year. It is a full year event. What we have to do, we have to raise a lot of money. Of course, we have to make the selection of the Vargas and the Queen early in the year. And then we start doing visitations throughout all the churches and later on through all the schools. So we have a full schedule throughout the entire year. And not only the Vargas and Queen Court do we have working, we have numerous other committees that are working year-round to make Fiesta a success.
Tell me about some of those committees and some of the people that you work with.
Well, one of the real important ones is the fundraising committee. We have to raise enough money to put on the fiestas. But another real important committee, and nobody ever recognizes them, are the people that do all the work in the background. I call them the warehouse gang because they're always in their grubbies. They're always doing all the work. Right now, they're probably down in the plaza making sure that the stage is ready and set up for tomorrow, making sure that all the porta potties are in place, making sure that all the vendors have all their food booths in. So they're the guys working behind the scenes that never get recognized, but I would like to recognize them.
Well, you know, I think that's wonderful. When we talk about all the special events that the city of Santa Fe hosts throughout, you know, the summer and throughout the year, and a lot of unsung heroes, you know, people that work so hard to make these events, you know. How many people work on those committees?
We have 120 active members. We do have a council of presidents, and we have life members, which brings our total to about 150 members. But we do have 120 that are very active, and we have about 40 committees that work endlessly. We have float committees, we have pre-fiesta show committees, we have decorating committees. I could go on and on and on. Archive committees, and so many people that work very hard year-round to make fiestas a success.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, we want to say thank you to all of the committee members, all of our Fiesta Council, and to you. How long have you been president?
I've been president for 2 years. I can only serve a 2-year term according to our bylaws. But I'm very happy to be serving as president during our 291st Fiesta this year.
That's amazing.
You know, we've been celebrating Fiesta since 1712.
Wow. That's incredible. And it's wonderful. I mean, I love being from Santa Fe and just the history that it is, which brings me to my next question. Tell us about the selection of Don Diego de Vargas and the Fiesta Queen. What goes into that? What are some of the selection criteria? What do they have to do?
Right, early in March we start asking for candidates to participate, and the selection is based on an English speech, a Spanish speech, an impromptu question both in English and Spanish, mostly about the history of Fiesta, and they're also judged on their poise and their character, their appearance. So it is quite a competition, and we have a lot of people that compete for that position, so it is an honor for those that are selected to represent both Don Diego de Vargas and La Reina.
Yeah, that's right, and it is an honor. It's an honor to be with all of you here today. So let's talk to Michelle Padilla. I'm also Padilla. We should be cousins, I think. But Michelle, tell us a little bit about, and maybe this is kind of the question that they asked you and as part of your selection, but what does it mean to you to be La Reina de la Fiesta?
It means quite a bit, not only to the people of Santa Fe, but to the family as well. It's a tradition upheld throughout families, and I've had several aunts and cousins run, and it's something that we look forward to every year, and it's been a dream of mine since I've been a small child. I performed with Baile Español since I was 1.5 years old, so I've seen fiestas through that eye, but it was a pleasure and an honor to see it through a different one, and that's mainly what it is, to make sure that I was doing my part to keep traditions, cultures, and heritage alive.
That is so great. That's great. So it's been something that you have thought about doing since you were a little girl.
Definitely.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Acequia Madre, to CAPTCHA, and then I was a graduate of Santa Fe High School.
Congratulations. It's wonderful to have you, and you're a beautiful queen. It's great. It's like, you guys must be, I was talking to you earlier, you guys must be exhausted. But I know you guys are just, you know, loving every minute of it. So tell us about Don Diego de Vargas.
My name is Ruben Aragon, and I'm 39 years old. Don Diego de Vargas means to me, to the city of Santa Fe, carry on the tradition, the culture, and the history of La Fiesta de Santa Fe. Michelle said it all. Ever since I was a young boy, I've always dreamed of being part of the fiesta, being Don Diego de Vargas, and finally my dream has come true.
Well, congratulations. Has it really been what you thought it would be in terms of all the activities and the feeling that you've been and the people that you're involved with and you're talking to?
Everything and everything more. It's been wonderful. I've loved it. This man here is the greatest. A person can't ask for any more.
Well, you know, it's obvious by the fact that you guys are here in the representation for all of the people of Santa Fe. And I want to congratulate you and thank you, because I know it takes a lot of time and commitment and, you know, just dedication. So it's wonderful to have you, and we really appreciate you guys coming down here. And I have a couple more questions for you, Rudy. Tell me about all the activities that you guys have to do. Once you've made the selection, And I talk about you all being exhausted and going through, what does that mean? What have you guys been doing?
Well, early in the summer, right after the selection, they start doing church visitations throughout the community and the neighboring communities. But more than all, last week we started visiting all the schools, all the elementary, high school, junior highs. We visited all the nursing homes, nursing care homes, bringing Fiesta to those that are unfortunate that cannot come and join us. We also bring the Fiesta cheer to all these young children. This year we put out an activity book talking about the Fiesta and how it came about. So it has been wonderful. They've got to be really tired because they started their visitations at 7:30 in the morning last Thursday.
Oh my God.
And they go on until 5 o'clock, and then we have other activities throughout the week. Like this week, after they finished the visitations, we had the Fiestacita on Tuesday night, so I don't know if they got home around 10 or 11 or 12, somewhere around there. Up in the morning at 7:30 again, Wednesday, and then we had a historical lecture that we went to last night, and so they were out late again, and here we are tonight. And they've been at it since 7:30 this morning.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming and joining us this evening, and thank you again for doing such a wonderful job representing us and taking Fiesta to Santa Fe. And again, thank you all for joining us with our special guests. We're going to go back out to the field, and we'll come back. We're going to interview Chief Lennon. So thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Right open, I mean to be facetious. With that look in the eye, says, yo, they got Chief Glenn spend this evening. So come on along, you don't take a ride. There's a party over here, there ain't no job. It's live, it's all the way live. Don't even have to walk, you don't even have to drive. Just slide, slip and slide. Forget about your trouble when you're not about to sail off. What you do, you just sail off. Now the beat so fucking says, what do you think? We call these bad Martinadas, dig?
Solamente ella, solamente ella.
Welcome back to our live broadcast of Fiesta de Santa Fe, the 79th burning of Zozobra. We hope that you all are watching and enjoying a good time, having just a blast with your friends and your families. But you know what? There's still time to come on down, and the rain's let up, and hopefully it'll let up for maybe another 2 or 3 hours. Of course, it can rain all at once after that, but if it gives us a little bit of a break, that'll be fine. But we love to see you down here. What we want to do, we want to talk now to Chief Beverly Lennon. Bev, how are you?
Good evening, Cindy. Doing well. How are you?
It's great. This is such a nice night, and it's so cool, and it just seems like it's going really well.
Everything's going well. The crowd's starting to grow now that the rain let up.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to be having a great time.
That's great. Well, I want to say, Chief Beverly Lennon and Bev and I have been friends for quite a long time. We play softball together and do all kinds of Santa Fe things together. And I call you and I see, Chief Lennon, and we were so happy about your promotion. And you've been our chief for 2 years now, or 3?
Actually, since January of this year.
This year? It seems like it's been, because you've been a fixture. I think you've been part of the department forever. So that's why we've always thought you to be there. But you were deputy forever, too.
Deputy for 4 years, and it's probably because this is my 19th year with the department and my 19th Fiesta.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So 19 Fiestas. How has it changed for you?
Actually, the numbers have grown, and I think in the last several years, it's really gone back to the more traditional, family-oriented focus that I remember when I was a child.
Yeah, that's good. Why do you think that change has been? Do you think
some of the events that occurred during Fiesta, I think, made people more aware that this event is not about alcohol and violence. It's about family, tradition, culture, community. And the Fiesta Council has been a big part of changing that direction.
So it's been a real concerted effort, by a lot of people saying, we need to bring it back and remind people and teach people about what it is, about Fiestas and the history and the culture and family and everything that it does stand for.
Well, it's wonderful to see the families coming out and picnicking again, people here throughout the afternoon with the entertainment.
That's great. Well, tell us what it takes. We were talked earlier with Mark from the city of Santa Fe, and we talk and actually have a long list of thank yous of other, our Santa Fe community television people that have, worked so hard to bring Zozobra to you. But tell us about the police department. I mean, I know that it takes so much of your forces and effort and planning. Tell us a little bit about what it takes to actually run a successful Fiesta for you all.
Well, our planning actually starts the week following Fiesta every year. At that point, we sit down with all of the groups involved. We look at what went well, what didn't go so well, and what we can do to change that for the next year. Then we put those plans on the shelf for a few months, and in early summer, we began preparing our schedules, our staffing, meeting with the other departments, the council, Kiwanis. It takes walkthroughs, and all days offer council for the 4-day period. All of our personnel, at least those wearing a uniform, are in, and they better be on their deathbed if they're not available.
Is that right? So you just make sure that you have full force. I mean, the forces are here and ready. And
it's not just the police department. New Mexico State Police, the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department, the mounted patrol officers with state police, they're all there for us, and we could not do it without them.
Right. And that's basically to ensure public safety, and you want to make sure that people are orderly and just following the things. And what other kinds of things? I mean, I'm sure that's just a small part of what you all have to watch for.
Well, in addition to dealing with the crowds of thousands for Zozobra and for the Fiesta event, we still have to maintain public safety throughout the city. Right. So our force is split in half. One half of the force continues to do those things we do every day. The rest of us are deployed to this side of town. The idea is so that we have a big presence and people feel safe. Yeah. They want to be here.
And that makes so much sense. I mean, this makes you feel so comfortable when you know that you can go into a crowd of 50,000 people in a small area and feel safe. And I know I feel safe, and I have my 12-year-old is walking around on the field, having a good time with his friends, and you know, I feel really comfortable that if something happened or he needed something, then he would be safe and he could see someone. I mean, you see so many people in uniform. You see things, you know, going on, and it's just such a good feeling knowing that you feel safe and just secure, and that, you know, people are watching out for us. So it's a great thing. Chief, what, if anything, you wanted to tell people about fiestas or anything as far as like maybe some safety tips or some ideas on things that they might want to do to help ensure their safety as well?
I would say that our most important cautionary note would go out to parents. Parents, especially with smaller children. In these crowds, it's very easy for them to become separated. I just worked with one little boy about 5, 6 years old, and he was terrified. So really try to keep an eye on the children, keep them close. If you don't find them, don't wait. Come to us right away.
That's good.
Let us know what the child looks like, how tall they are. It would be great if they had a picture with them.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's real good. So they could see and you guys know to help. And a lot of times, you know, I've seen like children get lost in crowds, and as soon as they start crying or they look, you know, like they're frightened, 3 or 4 people go to them and they kneel and say, "Are you okay? You know, I'm looking for," you know, and so many people, I mean, are wanting to help too and help with that. So that's good.
The main thing is tell your children before you come down. If they're going to be at Zozobra, set a meeting place.
Yeah, that's always.
Show them a place if you become separated that they can go where it's safe. The fire station's great. Downtown, use the bandstand.
Yeah, that's a great, good idea. That's a really good idea. Chief, thank you again for joining us and being with us and for everything that your forces do. I mean, you guys just do not just for Fiesta, but throughout the year. You know, I mean, we see our public safety out there and we know that we're protected. So thank you for everything that you do.
And Cindy, thank you for everything. You really help us.
Oh, thank you. Well, I want to say a couple of thank yous. I'm going to wind it up and we're going to throw it back to the field and show everybody out having a good time. But I want to be sure and thank our camera people. Marshman Martinez, Eric Christopherson, George Marvin, Alan Karp, Jeff Dowd, and Tom Caldwell. Again, Eric, Barton, and Doreen, you guys are great. Thank you for bringing Zozobra to all of our many people watching and enjoying the party from their homes or wherever they're having it. We're going to go back to the field now, and everyone's going to have a good time, watch the band, and thank you again. See you soon.
Family, live together in harmony. Now we are all one family. I said, brothers and sisters, let me hear you scream out so. Una familia so. Una familia so. Una familia. Sale! Una vela sin prender.
I'm Mark Bentley with KRSN AM 1490 in Los Alamos, serving all of north central New Mexico. Want to welcome all of our listeners and, of course, all of you watching on Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8 to the 79th burning of Old Man Gloom Zozobra. This is an opportunity that is unexcelled this year. Zozo is really different.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. When I walked up and I was looking at him, I thought, wow, he looks really different. They changed his colors and they did some things. And so
Yep.
Ray was telling you a little bit about what that took to make the changes. And
Yeah, they just decided to make him a little different. By the way, folks, who you're listening to is Cindy Padilla, who is joining me, or I'm joining her, whichever way it works, as co-host of this broadcast. We want to thank, of course, Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8, Comcast, who is making the broadcasts possible. And, of course, we want to thank all the folks who are listening on KRSN, on the internet at krsn.losalamos.com, and, of course, most important,
as I mentioned earlier, we want to thank Santa Fe Community Television.
You bet.
All of our cameramen, and I'm going to go through their names again because I think they need a double thank you. So we definitely need to
I'll agree with that.
Marshall Marshman Martinez, Eric Christopherson, George Marvin, hey George, Alan Karp, Jeff Dowd, and Tom Caldwell. And of course we have, well, there are regulars, and we have Eric and Martin and Doreen and the producing and keeping everything moving and live and telling us when we need to.
We got all kinds of incredible people doing this thing.
It's awesome.
And of course, I want to thank Courtney and the folks up at KRSN for making this happen on that end.
That's great.
I see, by the way, Cindy, we've got another city councilor standing over there next to us holding forth, and we'll want to get her on the air as well, Karen Heldmeyer.
Okay, that sounds great. Why don't we go back to the field?
Let's go back to the field and this music.
In a couple of minutes with Councilor Heldmeyer.
We'll do it.
Thanks.
Stick around. We're coming back with more on the coverage of the 79th burning of Zozobra, live to you from Majors Field at Fort Marcy Park in Santa Fe. Sitting here under the tent where it's dry at least and a bit noisy. I'm Mark Bentley, KRSN AM 1490, and of course Santa Fe Community TV Channel 8. Sitting next to me is one of my, I was going to say favorite victims in the morning, Santa Fe City Councilor Karen Heldmeyer. I'm sorry?
That's a good description.
Yeah, I think it may be. She's one of the city councilors whom I call early in the morning to ask pointed questions. But I'm not going to do that tonight, Karen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is not the time or place. I'll talk to you next week about things political. Let's talk about things Zozobra and things Fiestas. You've been in Santa Fe for how long?
13 years.
13. I couldn't remember offhand. Every year, Zozobra?
Every year.
Fiestas every year?
Fiestas every year.
What has changed that you like about it?
What changes have I liked?
Yeah.
Things. Some of the things in Fiesta are a little less formal than they were.
Right.
You know, there are formal parts, which is good, but there are other parts that are a little less formal than we were when we first came, and so there's a little more spontaneous participation.
Okay. That's a euphemism, folks.
No, it's not. I was trying to come up with an accurate description.
That you could use on the air. Zozobra has changed in the 13 years. It's changed from Friday to Thursday. Fiestas is a little bit more calm than it was then. We have had fewer problems. It's much safer to come here to Majors Field. It may not be as dry tonight, so bring something on which to sit, but please do come down. It's only $10. Well worth it. got a lot of support from the city.
Well, unfortunately, we've got a conflict tonight. I think a lot of the Democrats in town are in Albuquerque attending the presidential debate.
That's true. That was not well thought out.
We
should talk to the governor about it. In fact, he should be here. As you look at where the city is today, and you look at putting 28 to 30, 40,000 people in here into Majors Field, and you look at the future of this city and the history of Zozobra and Fiestas, do you see changes in the wind?
I think that's one of the changes that's occurred over time is the professionalism, especially from our police and fire department in helping to put this on, and how quickly this place clears out and how easily it clears out afterwards. We've had some years. We've had some years with problems, but in the last several years have been quiet and calm, and I think we have a good paradigm down to figure out how to deal with the crowd.
Well, I think we can lay a lot of that on the shoulders of John Denko, who is now Secretary of the Department of Public Safety in the Richardson administration, former police chief in Santa Fe, and now Bev Lennon, who's the current chief. They have both done outstanding jobs.
And Dave Sperling
and Dave Sperling with the fire department. Well, Dave and Randy Newman and all the rest of them. This is a major event. The activities that surround Fiestas, of course, it's a religious ceremony predominantly, but it's also known as the longest running party in North America.
Some people from the Dean campaign from Vermont were here last night, and we were explaining Fiesta and trying to explain Zozobra to them. And the thing that impressed them the most was how long Fiesta has been running as a public celebration. And the thing that impressed them the most in the second place was the number of people who come to Zozobra compared to the population of the city.
Oh, sure.
Almost everybody's here.
It's about half of the total population come. It's the easy way to explain it, I found, is it is the largest pagan ritual in North America.
That's an interesting description.
Well, how many places do you know in which they burn a 50-foot figure in effigy?
I have sent tapes of this and explained it to my nieces and nephews who live in Michigan. And my one niece explains it as they burn a puppet as big as Nana's house.
Okay, that works. Karen, have fun. You and Russ have a blast here tonight. Be safe, be well, enjoy Fiestas. And we'll talk to you about politics next week.
Okay, thanks for having me, Mark.
You're welcome, thank you. Karen Heldmeyer, Santa Fe City Councilor, here at the coverage of the 79th burning of Old Man Gloom. Get rid of all your worries. Put them on Old Man Gloom's back. He's going to go up in flames in an hour or so, and we can start the whole new year fresh and without all the problems and worries that we've carried with us since last September. I'm Mark Bentley. And we're going to be back with more, and we're going to talk with more people, of course, here at the 79th burning of Zozobra. Stay with us.
celebration at Fort Marcy Park with Old Man Gloom and the 79th burning of Zozobra. Before we talk to our new guests, I want to make sure that we tell, of course, a special thank yous. And our special thank you to our main sponsor is Comcast Cable. Without Comcast Cable, you know, this broadcast could not be brought to you and we couldn't be here. I want to specifically thank all the people that are working really hard, especially Chris Duncanson. Thanks, Chris. Another Chris Syack, and Carmen Valadez. We have our technical support person here is Rick Montoya. Rick, thank you so much. And I know Rick wants to say hi to Robbie. So I wanted to tell you guys, Comcast, thank you so much for bringing this. And I know that Santa Fe thanks you. And I know that tomorrow when I'm out and seeing some of my friends and they talk to me about it, they're going to say, thanks, Comcast. So with me now, we have one of our first-time viewers and first-time visits for Santa Fe Zozobra, Robin West. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Robin, do you want to introduce your grandma?
This is my grandma, Molly, and she's one of my favorite grandmas.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're probably one of your grandma's favorites. She loves bringing you here, and I think it means a lot for her to be able to share your first Fiesta or Zozobra with her. Molly, how are you?
I'm doing great. This is our 15th year of Santa Fe Beautiful, passing out trash bags and educating the public about taking responsibility for their litter.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate Santa Fe Beautiful, and you know, Mark gave a plug for you guys earlier about a litter-free event and making sure that people take responsibility for the trash that you bring in, make sure you pack it out. And so this year you're teaching Robin early. Of course, Robin, you haven't littered ever, have you?
No.
She knows better than that. Robin, tell us about, though, now you're with Zozobra. You're working for Santa Fe Beautiful because your grandma is, but you're here enjoying it for the first time. What do you think?
I like it. I think that it's going to be fun, and I just hope I enjoy it.
Are you excited about watching him burn, or what do you think is going to be the most fun part?
I would say just watching him burn and the sounds and stuff.
And the sounds and the fun and everything. So do you think your mom and dad are watching you right now?
Probably.
Yeah? That's good. Do you have any friends you want to say hi to that maybe might be watching?
Say hi to your grandpa.
I'll say hi to my grandpa, my mom, my dad, my brother, and any of my aunts and uncles that are watching.
Oh, good. That sounds like fun. So you think, where do you go to school? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Chaparral Elementary.
So you guys were in the paper today with the Fiesta Queen, and they went to visit your school. What did you think of that?
I think all the princesses and queens were very beautiful, and the princesses then were very handsome and stuff.
Yeah, that's so neat. You know, my cousin was on the paper in the paper. Your friend Jackie, she made the paper today. She was all excited. She called me and said, Cindy, I'm on the paper. Were you there with her dancing?
No, I was taking pictures for my camera.
Oh, so you were taking, oh, good for you. That's a good friend. That's a really good friend. Molly, tell us a little bit about your fiestas and the Zozobra. I mean, you've been in you're a native of Santa Fe, so this is how many times have you been to Zozobra now?
Well, I'm not going to tell you how many times because then you know how old I am, but I was sharing with Robin while we were passing out the trash bags earlier that my dad brought me to Zozobra from the time I was big enough to walk, so I was about 1 year old. And that's back in the olden days when we used to pull the cars in and sit in the fields and get up on the hoods and watch Zozobra. So that's a long time ago.
Well, I'm right behind you on that one because I remember that too, pulling up with my mom and dad and pulling out the old yellow Ford station wagon, and we'd have a picnic. And you know, I wanted to also say thank you. Talk about picnics. You know, Kentucky Fried Chicken on St. Francis Drive is one of our sponsors, and they brought us some chicken. And you know, I want to say thank you to Eloy Katnack from Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I also want to say from the Santa Fe Garden Bar and Cats Downtown, they've also been big supporters of Santa Fe Community Television and this particular broadcast. So I want to be sure and say thank you for that. We're going to go back out to the fields. I want to tell you all, be sure and come down and you know, come on down. I mean, the weather's great. It's a little chilly. Bring a jacket. Bring a sweatshirt, you know, or I don't know, bring an umbrella just in case, because it's not going to rain until we're done. I think we've pretty well decided on that one, but bring an umbrella just in case for the walk home. But, you know, come on down. We're having a great time. You can probably hear the music in the background. You see Zozobra is waiting to be burned, so we're having a good time. And Robin, thank you for joining us, and I hope that it's everything that you hoped it would be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Molly, thanks for joining us. And thank you everybody from Santa Fe Beautiful. I don't know if you want to say any last things to Santa Fe Beautiful or all the volunteers you have out here for that.
I would just like to thank all of the volunteers because they're all volunteers, and I'd really like to say thank you to the Parks and Recreation Department, because we wouldn't be able to do what we do for this city if it wasn't for those guys down there in the city of Santa Fe. So I want to give a big hand of applause to those boys out there that do so much to help us keep the city beautiful.
They sure do. Thank you, Molly. Thank you all. We hope to see you down here, and if not, you don't want to make it out here, stay tuned. We'll be burning Old Man Gloom here soon, and we have a couple of new guests. Our city councilors are coming in, and so we will be talking with them, but we're going to go back to the field, and we hope to see you down here, or stay tuned. Thanks.
Come on, let me hear you. Muchas gracias.
All right, let's hear it for Manzanares. Hey, Santa Fe, how you doing? You're looking good out there. What are you going to say to Zozobra? Come on, let's hear it again.
Check, check.
Okay, good. All right. We've got a couple more things lined up. It's getting dark. Rain is gone. We'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors helping underwrite this event on behalf of the kids of
Santa Fe Community Television, Channel 8, on KRSN, AM 1490, as well as on the internet at krsn.losalamos.com if you're listening on the internet, which you can do at any time during the broadcast tonight. We're covering the 79th Burning of Old Man Gloom, Zozobra. It is an incredible tradition for the city of Santa Fe, and unofficially, officially kicks off the Fiesta de Santa Fe, 291 years this year. Santa Fe City Councilor David Koss is sitting next to me.
Mark.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to everybody out there watching.
I remember all 291 years of Fiestas, too.
Sometimes I feel that way, too. Walking up the street telling stories to some other old guys about this Zozobra and that Zozobra. But,
this Fiesta's that. Yeah, you've been coming here since when?
Oh, 59.
I beat you by a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is my 47th year of Fiesta, so, which is great. It's changed, it's different from what it was then.
It changes every year, but it's always special. And
it really is.
So that's 49 years of adding to the tradition there, Mark.
Well, yeah.
It's really good, really
and
good.
The tradition is what this is all about, and that's, I think, one of the things that is really a key element of Santa Fe itself, and all of north central New Mexico. But Santa Fe is the centerpiece of it.
Sure.
It is still the city different. It's the royal city. It has been. And yet there are a lot of issues that people are debating today about whether Santa Fe itself should change from what it has been into something different, futuristic, new, modern. And this is all part of it.
Sure.
Should it?
I'm
should
sorry?
it? Should it change?
Well, you know, it's inevitable. Santa Fe will change. I think Santa Fe's been changing throughout its history, and every generation, every group, you know, makes a contribution and changes it. You know, 79 years ago there wasn't a Zozobra at Fiestas, and now look at the size of it and the significance of it in the celebration of Fiestas. So, you know, lots of things are going to change in Santa Fe.
That's true, but should I guess my question really is, David, should Santa Fe become a modern American city, however you want to define modern American city, or should Santa Fe remain a 400-year-old historic community?
Well, you know, interpret that as you want. I think we should keep the best of our 400 years of history and the culture and what we've learned, from that, what's significant from that, what's important to us from that. But you know, we live in a new century now, and we have to keep up with that. So you know, and I think we are changing and adapting. But I think Santa Fe is a community that's gonna always celebrate its history and remember where it came from.
What would you change about Fiestas or Zozobra if you could?
Gee,
tough
you know,
question.
That's a tough one. You know, and I guess. I really can't think of anything that I would change about it. I guess if I wanted to change something, I better get on the Fiesta Council and start working as hard as the Fiesta Council does to put it all together, or as hard as Kiwanis works to put it all together.
Oh, between them, there are no harder working groups of people who put together essentially a weekend, publicly, a weekend that celebrates who we are.
Right, and they work on it all year. I think, you know, one thing that I really admire and respect is the Fiesta Council works all year, Kiwanis works all year, and these 3 days, the city police, the city firefighters, the city parks and rec, streets and drainage, the whole city workforce is going to be, you know, working in tandem with Kiwanis and with Fiesta Council to make this a really special event that, you know, that the whole country is really proud of, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's really a really good example of a public-private partnership. The Kiwanis Club, Downtown Kiwanis Club, the Fiesta Council, which are not official political bodies of the city.
Right.
And the city itself and the various agencies within the city who pull this together and make it happen. If it weren't for that cooperation, it'd never happen.
It would never happen. You couldn't do an event like this and have 20 or 30,000 people come tonight, have a pet parade, have the, you know, one part that I always like is the masses that are just beautiful, just so beautiful. And Mark, I thought of one thing I would change about Fiestas, and that's what everybody can do. Instead of bringing your car downtown, ride the bus.
You bet.
I'm going to go home on the bus this evening.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you bring it over?
I came down for work early this morning, and so I just left the state car at the land office, and I'll just go home on the bus.
You ride the bus every day?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, just about every day.
Yeah. And Santa Fe Trails, by the way, is running from Via Linda Mall, regular fares here to Fort Marcy Park, and All Aboard America, who runs the shuttles up and down 84-285, is running from the Vargas Mall over here to Fort Marcy Park. So you can get here without the trouble of trying to find a place to park your car and then walking forever to get here.
Yeah, I think it's really a great service, and I think it'll make a lot of the Fiesta more enjoyable. The more people that just get here on the bus and don't have to drive around the downtown looking for a parking place.
What a clever idea.
It works real well. Talk about becoming a modern city.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's a good point. David, thanks very much for being here.
Hey, you know, it's my pleasure to be on. I just want to tell everybody to have a safe time and a good time. And again, thank the Fiesta Council, the Kiwanis, and all those city people and everybody else that worked so hard to make this a good event for us.
Indeed, and thank you.
Thanks a lot.
David Koss, Santa Fe City Councilor, live on Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8 and KRSN AM 1490 in Los Alamos. And we are covering live the 79th burning of Old Man Gloom Zozobra. He should go up in flames in about 45 minutes. So you're going to want to stay tuned. You can hear him and you'll also be able to see him. Don't forget, you can also listen to the coverage on the internet at krsn.losalamos.com. Stick around, we're coming back with more.
Thank you. We're going to give a little sympathy for Mr. Old Man Gloom.
Welcome back to the 79th burning of Zozobra at Fort Marcy Park. Just want to make sure that you guys are coming on down. If you're going to get down here, make sure you bring a jacket, or you can take the bus. We heard about the shuttle the City of Santa Fe is offering, so make sure you can pick it up at Via Linda Mall. So there's all kinds of ways to get down here. We'd love to have you. And if something comes up you don't want to make down here, just stay watching, because we're going to have a great show. And you know, we've interviewed so many people tonight, and it's been so much fun, just a blast. We're learning about all kinds of just different events in the city, different people. We're talking about, of course, Fiesta and Zozobra, but other organizations and other people that are doing things throughout Santa Fe throughout the year. We have Gilda Montano with us, who is the coordinator for Santa Fe Beautiful. Gilda, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's good for you to be here. It's so nice to see you. Gilda and I would go way back again. And so it's so exciting to have you here and still involved with Santa Fe Beautiful. And tell us a little bit, we've heard a little bit about Santa Fe Beautiful and the litter free event, but give us a little bit of history of how that started and what that really does mean. We talked a little bit about cleaning up, but I know there's a little bit more to it than that.
Well, it is all about cleaning up, but it's actually about trying to get the people that are here to actually clean up after themselves, because, you know, the guys from parks work all weekend long. They're here in the middle of the night cleaning up, so we're trying to actually help them out so they don't have to do as much cleaning. So we're asking people to put their trash in the trash bags and just leave them on the field so that we can just pick up the bags after the event. But it's educating them also, you know, to pick up after themselves, because this is their event. This is all about the city, you know, and the people here. So we're just trying to help keep the park clean.
That sounds great. So you guys have like volunteer stationed at all the entrances? And then you're giving them out. I mean, so there's no excuse. I mean, there's no excuse for somebody to not put their trash or their refuse, as John would tell us, in a bag, in a plastic bag. And I mean, you're making it so easy. It's like, here you are.
And there's plenty of refuse containers out there also. So you guys have trash bags, refuse containers. So, you know, there really is no excuse. It's just, you know.
And you know, that's a really big thing. I mean, you guys make it so easy for people to dispose of their refuse and their trash properly. And, you know, I mean, we were at, I think the light parade the other day. And just one of the outside, you know, I mean, I know there's a lot of receptacles on the plaza. And we have the parade coming up on Sunday. And we have the parade route, you know, and stuff. And it's always littered. And so, you know, having those receptacles in really convenient places makes a big difference, right?
It does. And actually, we are the Grand Marshals for Sunday's parade.
Oh, you're
So we will be handing out trash bags to the people that are sitting in, you know, on the sides of the road with their picnics, and asking them to do the same thing. Pick up after yourself. You know, this is your city, and we don't want it to be a dump. So we're asking everybody to help keep Santa Fe beautiful, basically.
Yeah, that's great. Well, tell me about Santa Fe Beautiful. What are some of the other things that your organization gets involved with?
Well, we actually have our fall cleanup coming up September 27th. We have 2 cleanups a year, our spring and fall. And on the 27th of September, we have volunteers from all over the city, neighborhood organizations, just people who want to come out and help us clean. And we actually go out and clean different areas in the city. And then we have a picnic for all of our volunteers who have come out.
And you know what, that is such a nice picnic. I mean, I've participated in a lot of the cleanup events, going back to, I don't want to say when, it's been a while. But it's so nice because, you know, the people, I mean, it's amazing how people will volunteer to come and pick up somebody else's trash.
Right.
Because it's not theirs.
It's
Because
really not.
they're not littering. They're saying, you know what, we want to take responsibility for where we live.
That's right.
And, you know, we want to make a difference and keep Santa Fe clean and beautiful. And so, you know, to have the cleanup events, and then after, you said you have the picnic.
Yes, we do.
And the businesses, I mean, this is like a good food.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful food. We have businesses from all over town that actually donate food. So, you know, it's everywhere. I mean, tons of it. We have really good hot food, cold food, you know, we have all kinds. But, you know, the businesses know how important it is to have a clean city too.
Right.
So, and these volunteers are coming out and they're cleaning the streets of Santa Fe. They're cleaning their neighborhood. They get all their neighbors together and they clean their neighborhood. And they're not cleaning their yards. They're actually cleaning outside. So it's a wonderful thing, and we do have a lot of volunteers, but we can always use more volunteers. So if anybody would like to volunteer, they can call me at my office at 955-2215, or they can come on September 27th to 1142 Siler Road and come and register and
So they
volunteer.
can just show up, bring their, gloves and say, we want to volunteer and this is what we want to do. So I think it's great. You guys are doing an outstanding job with Santa Fe Beautiful. We want to thank you for what you do, and we're going to go back to the field because we hear the crowd getting a little anxious, and so we're going to go out live again, back to the field, and we'll be back again. We're interviewing some more of our community leaders.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Now, who's the guy who can put this old man to death? How about a fire dancer? I would like to introduce, for the first time on this stage, I believe, the man who for 33 years has been the fire dancer at the feet of Zozobra. Tonight is his last appearance as our fire dancer. This will be his 34th year, and I'm very proud to introduce Chip Lilienthal. Let's hear it for Chip. Come on, Santa Fe. Chip, would you like to say something to the crowd?
I sure do. Santa Fe, tonight, I would like to hear everybody in unison, burn him! Burn him! Burn him! Before I leave, I'd like to introduce my wife and my mother, Betty and Jeanette. My daughter, Donika. And next year's fire dancer, my daughter, Katie. One more time and let me hear it. Burn him! Burn him! Burn him!
All right, thank you, Chip. And he will burn him in a few minutes. I'm pleased to present our last act for the evening, Alex Mariel Band. Let's give it up for Alex.
Stuff, man.
This is Mark Bentley back again with you at the 79th burning of Old Man Gloom Zozobra and Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8's coverage. Along with that on KRSN AM 1490 in Los Alamos. And I, of course, want to thank everybody with Santa Fe Community Television, Comcast, and all of those involved from the city to the state and the county, and, of course, the folks who are here making this happen with Kiwanis Club. And we have three politicians of note, or should I say noteworthy politicians.
It works either way.
Yeah, I know it does. The fellow standing on my right with the colorful hat, if you didn't know, is the mayor of Santa Fe, the alcalde, Larry Delgado. Hi.
Hey, Mark, how are you? How you doing this evening? Viva la fiesta.
Viva la fiesta.
We're all set for another fiesta.
Again.
Again, exactly.
I've been here for 291 of them.
Oh, you've done them all, huh? Well, you look good. You look better than the guy that's hanging over there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't color my hair purple this year.
Yeah, no, I hope not.
Larry, you've been here since forever doing at Fiestas and at the burning of Zozobra. You grew up here in Santa Fe, so you know it from a child when you drove up here in your car.
Oh yeah, you could be able to, when the cars are parked right here on the ball field, we go that far back, and our parents that bring us up here, it was a lot smaller. Well, the city was a lot smaller, you know, it was a lot smaller. But like everything else, Mark, things change. They do change. But it's still an important function in our city. The fiesta is important to all of us, you know, and not only that we continue to remember our history, but we bring families together. And I think I was very excited when we chose back some years ago to take it off of Labor Day and move it 1 week back, you know, and I thought it was a great move because I was always concerned about the fact that Labor Day was so big. Even logistically, we couldn't handle it in the city. And we found if we move it off 1 week, school has started, State Fair is down there. Not that we don't want our Albuquerque neighbors to come and visit with us, but I started to see a lot of the local families come back to Fiesta because they were like overwhelmed. It's too big, it's too much. And they're back now because you go down tomorrow afternoon, you walk around the plaza, and you're not only going to see the younger families, but you're going to see the abuelitos and the abuelitas, the older people that are coming down. So that's important. It's got to be a family thing, and people got to feel comfortable here.
That's right. And of course, then a few years ago, the burning of Zozobra was moved from the Friday night to the Thursday night. As I recall, Patty, you were on the council at that time when that happened. Patty Boucher, Santa Fe City Councilor. Viva la fiesta.
Que viva la fiesta.
Yeah, did you support the change from Friday to Thursday?
It was unanimous, Mark. It was essential at that point. After the problems we had the year before, it was clear that people wanted to chill it out a little bit.
Well, it worked, except for the fact that now we're getting, 30,000 people here. One night a year, half the population of Santa Fe comes over here to Majors Field and goes elbow to elbow. It's amazing that anybody can even breathe out there.
It's great, though. I took a little time and watched a little bit of the presidential debates and dashed out here and chatted with people on the way. It was quite elbow to elbow walking over here, but it's lovely. Mayor, I'm sure the music's changed a little since you first started coming.
Absolutely, Patty. As you can hear in the background.
No, actually, we had music then.
Yeah.
Mark, I want to take a moment and just give a special thanks to Chip Lilienthal, a city employee that's on his 30th year of starting the fire dancing, lighting the gloomies out there and getting things going for us. And I want to congratulate him. He's going to retire his leotard or red suit this year and pass it on to his 22-year-old daughter, and Katie. And I think that's a great tradition, and I want to congratulate him for all the work he's done.
Well, and 30 years ago this year, he took over from Jacques Cartier, who started it with, let's see, that was about 1936 when he started dancing, when Will Schuster and Gustav Bauman and that crowd were still doing it. You know, big difference.
It was amazing because this morning I had the opportunity. They asked me to come up and help put Zozobra up, the Kiwanis, you know, so I come up here and I was in charge. I want you to know I was in charge of the left arm elbow. I was in charge of that. So I'm going to watch that very close. If something goes wrong there, man, I'm going to feel bad, you know. But it was great, and Chip was there, and you know, Constable Boucher did. This was a man who gave so much to his community. And a couple of days ago over at City Council, we recognized him with a proclamation. And he sat up there today and told me one story after another about the Fiesta and the Zozobra. and he's a special guy in our community.
Well, and last year Harold Gans retired from being the voice of Zozobra. And that's another, he's been doing it since, I think, since Schuster started this.
Exactly, way back there, Harold.
Standing over on the other side in the black hat.
I have no hat.
I'm not going there either, Patty. Is Miguel Chavez, Santa Fe City Councilor. Hi, Miguel.
Hello, Mark. How you doing?
Bien, bien. Now you've been involved in Fiestas as a member of the court, right?
That's correct. I was on the Cuadrilla in 1998. My daughter was Fiesta Queen in 97. My father was on the Cuadrilla in 1960. And so, as you mentioned earlier, there's a lot of traditions that are passed down from generation to generation. And many of our families, as my family, is one of the original families that came back with the Vargas. And so I'm fortunate that my genealogy and my family history is very well recorded, and so I've had to do very little work. But what's significant is that we can share that with our visitors, and really be positive about what those contributions are.
So your family has been here for all 291 Fiestas de Santa Fe.
Technically, I can say yes, and then my family, I can count actually 13 generations in New Mexico.
That's a long time. Now, were you ever a member of the court here, Larry?
I was on the Cuadrilla in 1958 when Edmundo Delgado, he was de Vargas that year. And it was interesting, you know, he went on to become a state senator and the whole bit. And it was very interesting because every photograph I look at, Edmundo wasn't a very tall person. And he had me as one of his captains, and he had Edward Gonzalez. I don't know if you know Gonzo. Well, he had Gonzo, and Gonzo's even taller than I am. So every picture, we had the Vargas here, and we had these two towering captains next to us. So he was very well, his security was really good.
Oh, I'll bet it was.
And it was exciting, but it was a lot shorter in those days, Mark. It was a lot shorter. Fiesta used, when it was on Labor Day, we would start maybe the week before or something like that, and that was it. But now, these young men and women, they start in May, you know?
I know.
And they go through the whole summer. So when you become part of the Cuadrilla or you become part of the Royal Court, you've given up your whole summer just about, you know?
Well, and it's well worth it because, first of all, you're providing a tradition and a history, and you're doing it for the people of Santa Fe, along with all of the people who come here and have heard about this, the nation's longest running party and the nation's biggest pagan rite, which is going to happen tonight, which I think is great. No better place than Santa Fe for doing something different.
But you know what's interesting too, is Zozobra's great. This is all great, but tomorrow morning, and Patty and I were talking about, Patty asked me, you're going to be ready to go at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow? And I says yes, and I'm hoping the consulars are going to be there. I know Miguel and Patty's going to be there. I hope so. I hope so. It's such a special time to be at the Rosario Chapel at 6 in the morning, even before the sun is up. It's still dark when we start. And we read the pregón of the fiesta, which is the official opening of the fiesta. And being the mayor, that's one of the things that makes me so proud that I get the opportunity to do that, you know.
Isn't that the reason you ran for mayor?
Well, that's one of them. But it is. It's so important. And the people that are there, and the person I'm going to miss very much this year is Pedro Ortega Rivera. Because Pedro, I never forget, when I had to read in Spanish, Pedro was always standing right next to me. And he listened to every word, and he would check it. And we're going to miss him a lot. We're going to miss him very much.
He wrote every word.
I'm sure he did, Patty. You're right. You're absolutely right. He was a special citizen, a special person on this exhibit.
Mayor, Larry, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And tomorrow morning, remember, at the Rosario Chapel, there is going to be the official proclamation, the opening of Fiestas de Santa Fe, the 291st version thereof, and you get to do it.
I get to do it, and the president of the Fiesta Council, and I invite the people of Santa Fe, get up a little early, set that alarm clock and get up there.
Early?
You'll enjoy it. After Mass, they have bizcochitos, and they have coffee. It's a wonderful way to start your day.
It really is. 6 o'clock, Larry, is not early. Patty, thanks.
Maybe we'll have some presidential candidates up for the 6 o'clock Mass. What do you think?
I doubt it. Miguel, thank you.
Thank you, Mark, and for all the work that you do in bringing this to those that may not be able to attend, those that are homebound, so that they're able to enjoy what we're able to enjoy here. Thank you for the service that you provide.
Well, thank you very much. And, of course, Santa Fe Community Television is the one who really needs the thanks. I have the fun of standing out here and talking to politicians whom I usually abuse.
Sick sometimes.
Yeah. Yes, Betty, it is. Yes, she has. So is Miguel. Thank you very much. We'll be back. Stick around. There's a lot more to go with Fiesta de Santa Fe, and of course with the burning of Zozobra for the 79th time. Stick with us on Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8 and on KRSN AM 1490. I'm Mark Bentley. We're coming back.
We're going to keep things rolling here momentarily. Check. Tonight is brought to you, our set is brought to you by El Faro. They sponsored us for the evening. We play there every Wednesday night. Yeah, that's much of it. That's it. And so come and see us at El Faro Wednesday nights this month in September. So wonderful to see so many beautiful people, so many beautiful faces, getting along with each other in a peaceful way. We're gonna do this song off of our brand new CD. The last tune was also on that CD. You can buy our CD at Tia Sophia's restaurant. Yes, I'm crying. Maybe just a little too hard. Just another lonely man with a broken heart. Pins and needles running my veins. How baby now, here it comes again. I got 2 punch now. It ain't good. Well, now, baby, I'll give it to you. I guess I'm pushing, maybe just a little too far. I'm just another lonely man with a broken heart. What I did now, just from another day. Know I pray, but I keep on hanging around, and you ain't coming my way. you so much, baby. I'm going to say it one more time. The way you're making me feel, you know I sure feel fine. So baby, 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 that's right. From day one, baby, now let me take you home. I got too much now, and it ain't good. But I've got now, Lord, I'll give to you now. I guess I'll push it, maybe jump a little too far. I guess I'll try it now, maybe jump a little too hard. Just another lonely man with a broken heart. I'm just another lonely man with a broken heart. some more music? Good, because I can't think of anything to say.
Right now, I'm Mark Bentley along with
Cindy Padilla.
We want to thank you for joining us tonight on Santa Fe Community Television Channel 8's coverage of the 79th burning of Zozobra and the 291st Fiesta de Santa Fe. And I want to thank, of course, I want to thank Santa Fe Community Television. Cindy has a whole list of folks. And I also want to thank the folks up at KRSN, Courtney, for doing the yeoman's job that you do and getting us on and keeping us on. You're listening to it live on KRSN AM 1490, as well as watching it on the best community television channel there is.
Absolutely, and the best cable access people that you can possibly imagine, and working with them. So we want to be sure and say a big thank you to all of them again. And of course, Marshall Marshman Martinez, Eric Christopherson, George Morvan, Alan Hart, hi Alan, Jeff Dowd, Tom Caldwell, and of course our producers, Eric Ziv, Barton Bond, and Doreen Ortiz. We won't be Ortiz very much longer, you know.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so.
But you know somebody else we need to say hi to.
Oh, that's right. Hey,
Alexa.
How are ya? We miss you.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
It feels strange not having her here.
I know someone else misses you more, but we can't say.
I hope so.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the show, Alexa, and we really do miss you. So.
Well, it's a lot easier for her sitting at home watching it.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe she probably misses us too.
Nah.
Nah.
You don't miss this.
Well, I want to say a hello for Doreen to the fraternal and Rick also to the FOE Fraternal Eagles Airy 2811. So we have to say hello to you guys out watching at the FOE, the Eagles Club. So I hope you guys are having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody else who's out there watching on Santa Fe Community Television. We're about 5 to 10 minutes away from the scheduled time for Old Man Gloom to bite the dust.
Yeah, well, you know, we have some music, and so, you know, we're going to probably send it out there in just a couple of minutes, but I can't go without saying one last very special thank you, and that's to Comcast.
Oh, yeah.
And again, without Comcast, you know, we couldn't bring this broadcast to you. We couldn't be here, we couldn't be set up. And I want to say some special thank yous to Chris Duncanson, Chris Sayak, Carmen Valadez, and for our technical support, Rick Montoya. And you know, they even called Rick from the fire station, and they said they were having some radio problems, and they said, can you come help us? So Comcast gets around, and I know a lot of people enjoy the service and the cable access that Comcast brings to Santa Fe, so thank you very much.
Yeah, and of course we want to thank Chief Beverly Lennon and all the Santa Fe Police Department, along with Dave Sperling and the Fire Department of Santa Fe, the Public Works Department, and everybody else in the city of Santa Fe, the
amazing.
Downtown Kiwanis Club, of course the Fiesta Council, who puts on Fiestas de Santa Fe every year, for everything that they do for the city of Santa Fe.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing, and we talked to a lot of people this evening, and even more people than I realized, you know, are so involved in bringing Fiesta to, and, you know, just organizing the event, and not just, you know, the party and celebration, but, you know, there's a real passion and a meaning for why we do this, why we celebrate Fiesta, and, you know, the history and the culture that is really a part of all of us who live here in this beautiful Santa Fe. I mean, it's just amazing, and we're so blessed. It's great.
Yeah, we are. And I would suggest all of you who are early risers to be at the Rosario Chapel tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock for the official beginning of Fiestas de Santa Fe and the Mass.
Right.
And of course the proclamation, which will be read by the Alcalde of Santa Fe, Larry Delgado.
Mayor Delgado will be that with the Fiesta Council President, and I understand they do readings both in Spanish and English, and they take turns with that, and that's great. It's such a neat thing.
And there are bizcochitos and coffee, of course, afterward, which is the important part.
And you know, we have a lot of events planned for the rest of the weekend.
Yep.
And I want to be sure and invite you all to join us for all of the events. You know, we have the opening, and be sure and join us at the parade on Sunday, because Comcast and the Santa Fe Community Television will be there as well.
That's right. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Have an incredible time. Enjoy the burning of Old Man Gloom, and remember, Viva la Fiesta!
Viva la Fiesta! Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Cindy.
How you doing, Santa Fe? Let's hear it a little bit. Burn him, burn him. All right, you ready? Now, here's an announcement. It's a little windy up here, and the fire department wants to ensure that we do this safely. So we're just going to postpone a little bit. We're going to rock to the music. I want you to, hey, it's the fire department. It's a safety issue. Hey, is this Santa Fe, right? You got to think about positive vibes, and let's bring the wind down, and we'll do a burn. So be patient, and here's some more Alex Muriel Band. All right. Hey, can I get a little bit of my guitar Don't be afraid. Colorado, that's the way it's played. Look at little Joe and now he's got it all, yeah. Grow up big now, tall and strong here. Don't you know now? I ain't gonna change, ain't gonna change. Don't you know now? Come on, baby, now change me. I wanna be just like a young James Day. Wear a leather jacket and a faded blue jeans. Look at little Joe and now he's got it all again. Don't you know he's still big, tall and strong here? Don't you know now? I ain't gonna change, ain't gonna change. Don't you know now? I'm the one to blame. Well, come on, baby, now change me.
for Bjorn Henry on the drums. Leave me out in the pouring rain. Baby, just take one look. Don't you be like another cry. Come on, baby, wait to me this way. Come on, save me for another day. Take me out of this violent train. Leave me out in the pouring rain. You know that I've tried and tried. Glory to you, oh God, those times. Thank you very much. This is the Alex and Ariel Band. You can get our CD at Tia Sophia's restaurant. Thank you so much, Santa Fe.
the dreams they flow, the struggles of the day, all your burdens drift away, slowly sailing to the night, peace comes with the morning light. Casting dreams into the night, like dry leaves blown, their destinations unknown, with no direction planned, like sand through your hands, just there and gone. Welcomes you with open arms, quietly lie. Turn softly, close your eyes. Darkness holds no fear such you. Be no day with dawn, the night is through. First you say you do, and then you don't. Then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no. And when you say you'll stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, 'cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. If you've got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
if you're kind. Don't keep us apart, make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
If there is, then show it to me, show it to me, show it to me.